Welcome to House of Lasers. We are doing our first review, and we figured we would just go for it and go right to rotary because it is a pain for everybody. We want to thank you that you joined the group, and we really hope to produce a whole bunch of content that is beneficial to everyone. We are working on so many different things at once, but let's go right into this and let me tell you a little bit about my frustration with the rotary tool that comes with our machines. I know a lot of people have different style rotaries, but I know a bunch of people that have this one, and it is a piece of work. Not the best design in the world. There are a lot of things that are missing, and spending the amount of money that we spend on lasers and having some things be an afterthought, or it's not fully completed in its design, is frustrating. So this rotary is a metal on metal 18-pound behemoth that is not very sturdy, oddly enough. It's heavy and it stays still, but this aluminum back plate here, if you try to slide it, since it is on metal to metal, there's a lot of friction, and you got to wiggle it and jiggle it just to get it to move around. Not a very well thought out design. The scissor lift in the back is quite interesting. You know, the higher you get, the more flexible it is and susceptible to movement. So your cups are going to spin at an angle, and your engraving will be off. The other big thing that we have issues with on these rotaries is walking. So typically they don't come with any type of a stop on it, just a generic piece of metal, and I've modified mine so that I don't have to worry about this. But as you can see, they roll forward and backwards, and that's not conducive to a high quality engraving. So I searched and came across the ROTOBOSS, and talking with its creator, I decided to test it out and see exactly what it's all about. And let me tell you, it is an amazing piece of equipment. So I'm going to move this behemoth out of the way and move the... So let's look at the ROTOBOSS and just look at the picture of it for a second. This one's the most expensive one, but it's very different. It has the linear drive on the back and the front for height adjustment. So if you have really odd shaped urns or something like that, this one's going to be the one that will save you a ton of time and frustration. Then we have the low roller, which is made for those of you guys that don't have a lot of room in your bed or working area, and it maximizes the space that you guys could use. So he has a bunch of different machines or rotary attachments that are online, and just go take a look and see which one's going to work best with your machine and for your purpose. But let's get into the nuts and bolts, literally. Zooming in on the linear drive system to raise and lower it, you can see how well this is constructed. I mean, this thing was thought out. All of the mistakes that were made with the factory units was covered. From nuts to bolts to gears, this is a piece of art and a functional rotary device that eliminates all of the issues that you've had before. I mean, you have extra wheels for more friction. You have rollers in the channels to keep everything secure. You have a tensioner on the belt, so over time as it stretches, you can increase your tension a little bit. It's just made so well. If you look at our water bottle on here, you can see that we have the tensioner off and also the spacer to stop it from walking we have that off as well. We're going to put the spacer back on and just show you how quick and easy it was. I mean, there's a lot of things that were designed in this that you may not think about, but they had the foresight to really make this work in just about every situation. You know, from going from a cup with a handle, easy adjustments from the height and the length, you know, to pulling that one off real quick, and you got to switch it out and put on, you know, your Latazza 20-ounce tumbler, make a couple of adjustments, and you're good to go. Now you notice that little spacer in the front that I just put on stops it from walking back and forth, and then you have a stop in the back that is reversible, so depending on what you have on there, we need to level out our cup and make sure it's sitting right. And literally a couple turns and you're good to go. Bring that back spacer in and it will not move once you have that set right. It is not walking on you. And the friction on it, it's perfect. Wait until you see what it looks like with something with a handle, and it just holds it right there. Again, easy adjustment for all different sizes and types of cups. And there's one of our 30-ounce tumblers. You know, quick and easy, smooth adjustments. And then you have the famous stemless wine cup, where you have to typically throw some type of weight in there so that it does hold on well. This, not an issue at all. Look at it, it just stays right where it's supposed to stay. Tons of clamping power, won't walk, perfect. So here, we are not big fans of those stemless wine cups. We decided to redesign it quite a bit, and we went with a tapered cup instead. Easier to hold, fits in cup holders. And I mean, now that we have this rotary, we don't have the same issues that we had before, but still, it's still a smaller cup. It could possibly slip. With this, you can see the angles and the stops are just designed to keep everything where it's supposed to be. Here you have a coffee mug with a pretty heavy handle on it, actually. And you know, once we figure out that it's level, we could adjust the stop on it on the back side. Just bring it on in, and you know, make sure that handle's not going to hit. And it just has enough power to move that extra weight with no issues whatsoever. Plenty of clearance. This thing is designed well. And we're going to try to bring you all types of different products that are breaking the rules and making things the way it should be. High quality pieces. The design and the engineering of this takes the engraving to the next level, and it also eliminates all of the issues of the prior units that are out there. It does send a few extra parts with it. If you notice that mine has the triple wheels on the slave side of the back side of the rotary, those are extra. Those are an upgrade. These two wheels that you see here on the left-hand side, those are the ones that come with it. The two little tiny wheels will give you different clamping pressure, and then you just have some extra parts. Like I said, everything on this has been thought out, and obstacles and issues have been overcome. This is a highly recommended machine. We do a lot of tumblers, seeing that we have the Latazza brand, and we definitely recommend that if you're doing tumblers, this is the machine for you. This is definitely the rotary attachment that surpasses build quality and the engineering aspect, and it's done right. This is going to wrap up this review, and we look forward to doing the next one. invite your friends, and appreciate it. Thank you.